We are talking about New York City!
Your faces are so fucking red.
Wow.
That's a good intro.
That was good.
A lovely bunch, Derek, Andy, Jilli, and Haley, talking about pop culture, movies, and TV. Bringing you that pointless dialogue. It's the radical show called KnifeDog. Bringing you that obnoxious dialogue. It's the radical show called KnifeDog.
Nice work.
Tarek was struggling so hard to breathe. I could see it. He was like, holy shit. All right.
Hey, welcome back to KnifeDog. This episode is a pocket KnifeDog, shorter than the rest, but still worth listening to. Right, Handy?
I mean, I don't know. That's your call.
Yep, he said yes. Make sure before we get into it, you follow us on all of our socials at KnifeDogPod, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Email us. We've been asking for 3 weeks. Fucking email us. Nobody's emailing us.
Send me something.
Anything. Don't scream. You might notice Jilli's sitting on the other side of the table. Say hello.
Hey.
No, say hello.
Hello.
No, say hello.
Say hello. Hello.
Thank you. Thank God. We got one last one. This is going to be the last one for a very long time, where she is sitting at the same table as...
Goodbye.
Jesus Christ. Because she's finally,
Shut up.
moving back to the Big Apple, New York City.
I'm moving back with my rat pack.
She has no friends.
The rat is back.
The rat is back in New York with her rats. Yes.
New York, New York.
What is that supposed to be? Jay-Z, Alicia Keys? Jesus Christ.
No, it's... Start spreading the
Your legs.
news.
Oh.
No.
Got him.
Horrible.
Good God. So, well, before she heads back, because she, if you didn't know, has been back here in the homeland since the pandemic started.
The panty.
Saving money.
I
Not
can't believe
catching
that.
a
Right?
virus.
The entire time.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're getting rid of her finally. She's going back to an overpriced apartment
Yep.
at a place that's not close enough to her job.
That does not have a living room.
Yep. There's
Yep.
that.
Oh.
So she's going to
Yeah.
eat in bed and sleep in bed, and all the roaches are going to join her in her own bed.
Hey, I mean, that has
Roach
happened.
box.
Yep, roach box.
Yeah, you're going to take that poster, Roachbox. That's
I
going
will.
to
Yep.
be sitting above your bed. Anyways, before she actually heads back to New York City, this is not the first time that she's lived in New York City. She has lived there a few times at this point. And
It's multiple times at
Like
this point?
six different apartments,
Yeah.
7 different apartments.
too
Yeah.
many fucking apartments.
A lot of apartments.
She finally wised up and got some movers this time.
I did.
Thank
And
God.
you know what? If I had known they were only like $300, I would have done it every
Wait,
other time.
What was $300?
The
My-
movers.
My movers.
What? Really?
$300
for 2 hours. And I'm like, wow, I should have done this before.
Wait, what? Wait, tell me. So you paid movers to $300.
Yeah, I paid $300 up front, and if it takes them more than 2 hours, then I'm going to have to pay them extra.
What is that? You just doing this now for this? For the first time you're doing this?
Yes.
So I'm not gonna lie. I went about just doing the same thing. I had movers, and they originally quoted me $450, which is more than yours, of course. All right, which it shouldn't be. All right, because I'm moving fucking an hour. You're going to goddamn New York.
Well, no,
They're
they're
meeting her in New York.
they're meeting me. We're packing the U-Haul here, and then they're meeting me outside of my
Oh,
apartment.
they're just taking.
They're just
shit in.
unloading. Yeah, they're just.
Oh, they're not
unloading.
doing shit.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, then fuck.
No,
that.
they're doing the worst part, which is carrying shit up flights of
Yeah,
stairs.
4 flights of stairs. So
Honestly,
I mean,
dude.
That's a steal. $300 to carry shit upstairs.
Right.
Dude, I don't know if you've ever driven a U-Haul, but it fucking sucks.
My dad's done it.
Yeah,
many
he does-
times.
he does
And
it.
he's
He
doing
doesn't
now.
enjoy it. He's a quiet man. And he does not complain about things. All right, and I respect that about him. But that being said, if I went up to him like, "You think it's easy?" He'd be like,
No. He's like, this sucks, dude.
No, he does hate it because, especially parking, because there's literally nowhere to park it. So you double park, and that really does grind his little
That's
gears.
the other thing. I always move into a place that has like I have a parking spot. I've always had a parking spot
You heard it here first, folks. He only moves into places that have a fuck.
Yes.
that have a fuck. All right? Because I give a fuck. And if I didn't give a fuck, then I couldn't park. All right? But you don't have a fucking anywhere to park. She has to pull up on the side of the road, move shit, while people are like, what are you doing? I'm walking.
Yeah, I have to
don't wanna hear
continuously.
that.
We would have to continuously like keep. Somebody would have to like stay in the U-Haul and drive it around the block like multiple times because you couldn't idle there.
That's so dumb.
Yeah, it's bad. It's horrible.
No, not the last time. The last time we
No,
found a
last
parking
time was
space.
okay.
And let me tell you, it was the worst because she can't lift jack shit.
Nope.
And my dad had a broken foot, so it
Yep.
was literally me moving an entire apartment worth of shit out
You
of
did a great-
first floor, mind you. It wasn't even that bad.
You did a great job.
Thank you. And she tried yelling at me because it cost $10 to
12.
Okay, $12 to take the dolly off the back of the truck to use to move her furniture. And I was like, how the fuck else are we going to move this furniture out of your apartment
I was like,
down a
you
block?
I was like, you don't need that. I got the easy load ramp. I spent an extra $150 for the easy load ramp.
Yelled at me for taking a dolly off the back of the U-Haul truck. And I was like, I'll fucking give you the $12. We're not doing this without a dolly.
Yeah.
She's an idiot.
You need a dolly.
You need it. Thank you. You need a dolly. And this comes from Muscle Man over here.
You should.
Muscle Man tells you need a dolly. You need a dolly.
I'm a firm believer in not lifting things and hurting yourself.
God bless. Amen.
We used furniture movers, like the dollies.
I'm also a big advocate that if you're going to get furniture, you better be able to lift your own goddamn furniture and, like, pull most of the weight in terms of lifting this.
She couldn't. Didn't.
Like,
I can't.
If I'm you, dude, you're a tiny girl, dude, get some, like, a light coffee table. You know what I mean? Like a tiny
I like
couch.
antiques.
IKEA.
Yeah, you know, if
I
you get a
like
love
antiques.
seat, you know, you can still shimmy up a love seat, you know? I think you
I
can-
like antiques, which are solid wood.
I don't like that at all.
Neither do I.
They're solid.
You look like I'm going to buy things and then leave it at the apartment type of a girl.
Believe me, I wanted that to be the
Yeah.
case.
Oh.
She would not leave her cheap IKEA furniture at that place. I was like, what would this cost? $100?
Just
Yep.
hit it with a hammer.
Yeah. Use it for firewood. Something.
Just
Anything.
get rid of it, man.
Good God.
No.
So that brings us to today's main topic in our mini episode here, our Park and Knife Dog. Having been a previous resident of New York City, I know you've seen some horrible, awful, no good, very bad things.
Horrible.
We just want to hear some horror stories.
Yep.
So
So the
anything that you've got.
Yeah. So the first one is I was going through my camera roll the other day, and I saw from when I was traveling into work one morning, somebody was sitting across from me on the subway, and underneath the seat, they had brought on a market bag, plastic bag, and there was a full thing of chicken in there, but it was open, like it was open, so there was just like raw chicken juices sliding down the entire length of the car.
Oh, you could see it, like, going down?
Yeah, because like it was not fully in the bag. So, and like it also was not a full pack of chicken. It was like a 6-pack of chicken breasts.
And they took some of them out.
They
And
took
they-
what they needed.
Yeah, they took 3 out of there, so there were 3 left. And I'm like, why do you have a package of raw chicken? I'm just thinking they're snacking on it.
They're gonna
Like
grab it
there's no other like reason like why
No.
it's just
I know why they have it.
why.
My mother does this all the time.
Oh God.
My mother will go up and she's like, we only used 3 of them last night on chicken palm night. How about you go and take the rest home? And I'm like, I'm not taking raw chicken juice. She's like, I'll put it in a big Y bag. And I'm like, I got a big Y for you. Why the fuck am I like so poor that I need to take your fucking chicken, ma? Like, goddamn. Like,
At least put it in a Ziploc.
that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah. Ziploc.
A Ziploc.
This microphone has transformed him.
It
I
has.
love it.
He's trying to tell stand-up jokes now.
It's
Hey,
Have
I
you
got a
noticed
big
this?
Y for you.
I think I've been doing it the whole time.
Pretty
It's just
soon-
me with the mic just seems right.
Pretty soon he's gonna go. Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
What am I? What am I, Leno?
He's gonna be standing
Have you heard
up.
about this? Have you seen this?
Have you heard about this?
When I see my cars, no one wants to see your fucking cars, Leno. Let me get out of your garage.
So raw chicken.
It's gross. Yeah. So that was one. My first ever real horror story was when I was still in college. And I was traveling from Long Island because I went to school in Long Island, going into my internship in the city through Penn Station because I had to take the Long Island Railroad, which leads into Penn Station. And this was before they redid it. And I was walking in. I had to pee so badly because coffee is only rented.
Wait, what?
You do not hold on to your coffee. You pee it out immediately.
Oh.
So I was renting my coffee, and I was trying to. No one agrees. Wow. Okay. So I went into. So it's disgusting going into any public restroom in New York, like because they only have like 5 across the entire city because no one lets you pee.
Why would you want if you own a store? Why the fuck would you want New York to be pissing in it?
Exactly.
It's
so
disgusting.
You can't pee anywhere. One time I went into a Moe's when I was on a run for work, and I told them I was pregnant just so they let me use their bathroom. And that was great. I was like, I need to use your bathroom. I am pregnant. And they go, oh, yeah, no problem.
What does that
And it
even
was
mean?
great. Because pregnant women always have to pee.
They do always have to pee, but
And so I just told them I was pregnant and I needed to go to the bathroom, and they let me use it.
do you think we,
And
do
I
you think
didn't
we
have
could
to
do
buy
something like
anything.
that ever?
No, but you know why? Because one of the last times I was in New York, I was with my dad and
Mm-hmm.
his cousin, and they bought me a very, very big beer. And we were driving from the financial district over to meet Jilli wherever we were at. And in the time that it took to drive from the bar over there, I have never had to pee that bad in my
Yeah.
life. Never. And there's nowhere that you can pull off to take a piss in that city.
Yeah,
Yeah.
never.
Literally nowhere. Like, you gotta pee in the street.
Even McDonald's, you need to get a code and you need to purchase something to use the bathroom. So that's why even at Moe's, I was like, I'm not eating Moe's at like 11 a.m. Like I need to like run to somewhere. I'm like, I'm an intern who does not get paid. I cannot pay to buy a tortilla to go pee. So I just said, I am pregnant. I need to use your bathroom. And he was like, oh, yeah, no problem. And he like put the code in and let me go. And I was like, this is great. I'm going to use this all the time.
That's a riot. Have you
Yeah.
ever done that though? Have you, like, you know how you have to buy it's common courtesy to
It is
buy
common
something
courtesy. Yeah.
and then to use their facilities. Have you ever done that? Like I've had memories where I've gone up and I've had to like shit so bad. I literally go up, I go into McDonald's and I'm just like waiting in the line. I'm like, oh, okay. Can I get one McChicken?
And I'll pay for it when I come back out of your shithole.
I pay and I leave, and they're like, "Yeah, dude, your McChicken's been out here for like fucking 11 minutes. Like, what are you doing?" And then you're just like, "Yeah, thanks."
So you feel the desire and the need to pay at a McDonald's to
Yeah,
use
see,
their
big
facility?
corporate, I don't feel bad.
I don't give a shit. Well, I do.
Hey,
But I don't.
you literally gave exactly one shit.
Yes. No, there have been times where, like, you know what? My favorite one is her and I will drive up to New Hampshire to go to this really ripping store called Bull Moose. And sometimes, ever since the pandemic, they like don't have their bathroom open.
Mhm.
But Popeyes down the street does.
People be wrecking
And
Popeyes.
sometimes I'm like,
bathroom.
I gotta piss so bad, but I know I can't in Bull Moose. I'm gonna pull off over to Popeyes and just ruin their bathroom real quick, and then not buy anything and then leave because I'm like, well, I don't want chicken.
Haley's face.
I don't think that has ever happened.
I've done that at least once with you
We
What?
went to Popeyes to eat.
because you wanted to eat chicken afterwards, but
Yes.
I didn't buy chicken because I thought I needed to use their bathroom. Even before we started dating, I would do that. I would take trips by myself, and I'd be like, well, Daddy's got to piss. And then go into Popeyes and then just take a pee and then leave. Never.
But
You're
see,
lying.
peeing is like fine, you know?
Yeah, when you have to pee, it's like. See, here's the
Like,
thing.
I gotta pee.
The one great thing about men, dude, you can sneak a pee.
Yeah.
You can sneak a pee pretty easy.
Oh, I know. I saw a man sneak a pee behind a Whole Foods
well, then that's
in
not
a dumpster.
Well, that's not sneaking
Do
a
you-
pee because
Yeah.
you saw it.
As a woman,
terrible.
both you girls, do you have any shot taking a pee inside of a car?
Absolutely not. Well, I mean, if you had a bucket,
But you need like a full stucco bucket.
You
like
need
a
a-
5-gallon bucket.
you need a bucket, you know?
Like I don't think you can just pull
There's
that
no
off.
way.
No.
There's no way.
Men, you just go up. You know, you get a Coke bottle. You take your wiener. You stick it right through the neck.
Paper cut.
All right, edit that last part out. But nah, that's the best part.
He was like, I'm not doing that work. It's
She's like, no, I'm not
He's like, that's
doing
gonna live on.
okay. Piss. What about rats?
Yeah. So no, I didn't actually finish that. So in this terrible. At like 7 a.m. in Penn Station, I walk in, and there is just this woman who had shit in the sink. Oh my god!
What?
Why
oh
do
my
you-
god! She had shit in the sink, and there are so many stalls. She had shit in the sink, in the sink, and then she was walking around because there are only automatic hand dryers. They do not have paper towel.
Time out. Was she still in this bathroom?
Yes, I walked.
Or their ass out?
With her ass out.
You saw cheeks in the sink.
I saw cheeks. After she had just got off the sink, I walked in and I immediately walked out. And there was this, and mind you, the other thing was that there was shit on her hand. That's what I'm getting to. And she's walking around like this, trying to find toilet paper. I'm like, you would have had toilet paper if you went in the stall. And so I walked in and I immediately walked out. And then this one woman was like walking to go in. I was like, do not. I was like, turn around. And she did not listen to me. And then she immediately turned around and I looked at her. I'm like, what did I tell you?
Oh my god!
I was trying to save your eyes because I'm like, oh my god, because they do have toilet paper. They have toilet paper. They have a bunch of stalls, but she decided to go in the sink. That's the equivalent of a guy shitting in a urinal. Like, why would you do that?
Yeah, because
I've
we
seen
wash
that.
our
Why?
hands.
I've
Because
seen
we
it.
wash our hands in the urinal all the time.
But you know what I mean? It's just like, why? There is a solution right there, or 15 at least. Like, granted, Penn Station is not the place to pee at, but if you have to pee or take a shit, there are receptacles, you know? It's not great, but you don't have to shit in the one sink that there is. There are only 2 sinks, like, on that one first side. And, I just...
Okay, let's think about this real quick.
Drugs, yes.
Well, making
For sure.
Drugs.
Well, do you think
Well,
answer.
do you think it's as simple as just drugs?
Yeah.
Or I think
do.
she's also a little bit acting out. She's looking for attention.
Then she should have went to her high school or something.
Right.
Here's a third option that nobody's mentioned yet. Maybe she had just watched Bridesmaids.
That's
That
true.
is true.
It feels like lava. Yeah,
That is true.
It does.
You know, yeah, this was a while ago, so
Maybe
But that was
she
a
just-
single stall.
that's right.
That was
is right.
desperate times.
Yeah, that was right. Yeah.
The answer is drugs.
Yeah.
And you're not wrong. I'm not saying that you're wrong.
The answer
Maybe
for
she was
sure
on
is
drugs
yes.
and also loved Kristen Wiig films.
You know, I saw a like post the other day that says if you do shit in a sink, it's great because the bidet's right there. You know, maybe she was like.
But it's pointing down.
Right?
I
Yeah,
mean,
you have
yeah,
to.
I mean, but like, I feel like a girl could probably get enough spread over it to do it if she's
You
tall.
fall on your face.
And then we're back at falling.
I have a worse day after that.
No. All right.
When was the last time everybody's fallen in a toilet?
In a toilet?
And a
This is
toilet.
Little. I was.
I
little.
actually have fallen recently in a toilet.
No!
Yeah.
Really?
Not for the right reasons though. All right. I went up and I was.
Why would that ever be a right reason?
Into it?
No, it was like at my was it? So it was. I think it was at a different apartment I used to live in.
Okay.
And I went up and like someone like put like stuff on top of like where the medicine cabinet was, and I needed to get up there, so I stepped on the fucking seat and my whole foot just went straight through.
Did you
and
have
I'm just standing in a toilet like this with my boot, and I'm just like up here.
Oh,
like-
so you had a shoe on?
yeah, I had a shoe on.
Oh.
Because
That's worse. than
No,
it was
it's
before.
not.
I was
It's
getting-
absolutely not.
Well, I was getting ready for work, and I just like threw my boots on, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I think I wanted to grab like Advil or something like that before I headed out for the day, and I was like up there, and then I'm like, "Oh, it's more pain."
So wait. Because if you fell in, so were you standing on the seat of the toilet?
So
The
lid,
rim.
yeah, the lid,
The rim?
the lid, it's literally the cap, the lid.
Okay.
I put my foot right on that,
yeah.
and I'm like up in the air, and then it just went in half.
Oh, it broke.
Yeah,
Oh!
and then I went.
you broke.
Yeah, and then I went in. Yeah, and so then I just have my boot in there. And I'm just
I
standing-
I thought
Thinking that
he was sitting.
standing
yeah.
on an open toilet. And I was
Same.
like,
No.
why are you standing on an open toilet?
I'm not that much of
Right.
a silly goose, all right? But like,
a silly
yeah, but like I thought like like I think we've all sat on the toilet lid at one time or another.
Oh,
like
I always do. I
Just-
hate plastic toilet lids. Like, They're horrible. I love a good wooden toilet because that's my seat.
Oh yeah.
Can
You
I
know, because
say?
when it's
Yeah.
flipped down, and you just sit in there, and then you just talk to the person
Yeah.
who was in the bathroom with.
Yeah.
You know,
Can I say a couple of years ago,
Yeah.
I had to run down to Walmart to get something, and I ran into my cousin there, our cousin, and she's standing in line. And,
Oh, yeah.
And then I stood behind her, and I was like, "Hey, what you doing?" And she was like, "Buying a toilet seat." And I was like, "Oh, nice, cool." And she was like, "Yeah, no, not really." And I was like, "Well, I was just trying to make conversation." She goes, "Derek, this is the third seat that I broke in like 2 months."
Wait.
she's so tiny.
She's
like,
not. Yeah, it's not like she's overweight or anything. She's like really, really small. She's
and
very-
she's just a tiny human. She's short. She's like, I'm like, how?
She looks at me and she goes, "My ass is too big.
Really?
I keep breaking toilet
I don't-
seats."
I'm willing to say it's not the toilet's fault. I'm willing to say it's her fault, not because she's too big or anything.
She might just like slam down with
Plopping
force.
down. You
yeah.
think she's plopping down
or
on the toilet?
also, I don't think she's installing it correctly. I think she's just doing it herself, and she probably doesn't know how to do it.
They
There's
come
not-
with clips.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's not really
They
many
clip
ways
in.
to install a toilet seat.
I mean, you gotta probably put some screws in or something.
No.
yeah,
They're
she was
clips.
screwing it
Clips?
down.
Well,
She's popping it down. She just said her ass.
popping it down,
My best bet is
Plop
she's
it
plopping down too hard on
Yeah.
the toilet.
dude.
Breaking that
You
seat
gotta
in
be
half.
fucking. All right.
Well, maybe she is. I don't know.
Well,
I
no.
don't judge. However, you got to shit.
See, I will say I almost have broken like the one upstairs like multiple times because like I like to just like if I'm like okay I'm just gonna sit on top of the toilet seat when it's closed and just talk if somebody's in there like I don't know I don't know boundaries, all right, I don't know boundaries because if somebody's in there like washing their hands and like they're not pooping or anything, they're just like washing their hands or something, and I'm just like sitting there and talking to them, and then like but the plastic ones like it's not sturdy. But if it's a wooden topped one, you just sit on it while somebody else is in there like doing their hair or something, and then you just chatter, and then it's fine.
I thought she said shit.
Shit, shit.
Yeah, you just sit down. You just go shit.
No, chit.
She talks too much. That's the moral of the story.
Oh, okay.
Can't ever stop talking.
Stop it.
Stop talking. Okay, you have any other horror stories from New York City, or are those your two big ones? I've got one while you're thinking.
Go ahead, yeah.
There was this one time, and we had taken a family trip, and I was still in high school, and we took our friend, our family friend, and him and I, we turned around, and we both saw it at the same time. We saw a rat scurrying through Chinatown. It was the size of a small dog.
Mm-hmm.
It was fucking huge.
Yeah.
It was like 1.5 feet long. And it was a rat. It was 100% a rat. I watched the thing. It had a rat tail, had a rat face, and that scurried down.
Yeah, a little rat face.
Yeah.
It's just me.
Scurried down.
Little rat with a Jilli's face on it.
Scurried down into the sewer, and I said, "Holy shit, did you see that?" And dude, it was fucking Master Splinter from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
In the making.
100%. Yeah.
I do have a mouse story recently. I fucking
Okay.
went up. I just got home,
Oh.
sit on the couch. I go up and it's like cold, and I'm like, I'm gonna grab one of these blankets right here. There's a crumpled up blanket on the couch just sitting there. And I grabbed it and I pull it towards me, and I just see a dead mouse just fly through the air because I grabbed it like that. I went,
Hold on.
yeah, it was so random. And it was funny because right before that, my brother was like literally telling me. He goes up. He's like, "Dude, I was working." He works in this basement, like where I'm at, where I was chilling. He was like, "Dude, I was working, and look behind me, and there's this huge fucking rat." And we locked eyes with each other, and he looked at me like, "Fuck you doing?" And he was just like, "Yo!" And he went and put boxes around it, and he tried to like grab it with these boxes. Like he had two boxes. He tried to grab it like that.
Yeah.
And what he told me is he squeezed its little butt cheeks. And it was just shaking like this. And I started laughing as I was looking at it. But then he got away. And then I found this mouse that was like this big. He goes, "That's not the same guy." And I'm like,
Oh God.
you know what I mean?
Baby.
You got a
It was the baby.
family.
Yeah. You know what I mean? When someone talks about something and then like it's on your mind, it's like when you watch like a scary movie, like now it's gonna come kill me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like now that my brother said this rat thing, I'm thinking rat. And then I grab this fucking blanket. First thing that comes out, fucking mouse just flying at me. I go, "There's no fucking way."
Baby.
Yeah, that's my mouse story.
I do have one more. So my first apartment after college that I was subletting because I have only known one of my roommates before moving in with them. Otherwise, I have found them on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace. Just very normal New York thing to do. You never know your roommates. So the first roommate that I had, he was just so creepy. Like, he didn't know boundaries, like at all. Like, I mean, I'm
Who does that sound like, Haley?
okay, yes, but I'm not creepy. You know.
Well, to yourself, you're not creepy.
Okay, well, here's the thing. He brought home, because he would work nights, so, and I would work, like, daytime. And
No. What are you doing? Get out of here. That is not for you. That is not for you. I mean, it's not him picking up. It's not that dog.
I know. I thought it was at first, and I was like, oh, wait.
My girlfriend's calling her caller ID is very, very adorable Australian Shepherd, and he looks so derpy, but I love him. He's a good guy, Purcellton.
He's so cute.
He's a good guy. Good guy.
I love
Anyways,
him.
so creepy roommate.
So I had a creepy, so this guy, I was moving in, and he goes, hey, do you need a key? And I was like, yeah, of course I need a key. And he goes, oh, I'm like, well, you know, the girl who I'm subletting from said that she left me one in the room. He's like, oh, no, she didn't. And I was like, oh, that's weird. Like, well, I need a key, so can I take your key and go make a copy of it? And he goes, I'm leaving. I'm going to be on vacation. I'm like, okay, well, I need a key. Like, I need to leave on Monday to go to work. And he's like, well, don't worry. My friend is going to be staying on the couch for a certain amount of time. I don't really know how much, but he has a key, so he can let you in. And I was like, oh, so you gave my key to this guy? And he's like, no. And I was like, okay, well, why can't... I was like, okay, you know what? I'm like, I'm just going to take his key and copy it. So that was like the first red flag, because he asked me if I needed a key to the apartment. I was like, oh, Jesus, this is not great.
Hey, you're going to be living here. Do you need a way to get in? Or are you just going to be fucking with the fire escape out back?
I dig holes in the wall.
I did have a fire escape in my room, so I could have. So anyway, so that was the first red flag. Second red flag is that this other guy was living there, that the person that I was subletting from did not even know that he was going to be living there. So he definitely just brought him in. But the thing is I ended up liking the guy, the squatter, more than like my actual roommate himself. So that was interesting. And when I went home one weekend, the guy, that squatter, had moved out. And then I got a text from my current roommate, and he said, "Hey, you're gone this weekend, right?" And I just said, "Yeah, why? What's the matter?" Like, I'm going to be back home in Massachusetts. Did not hear anything else. I come back, right? I walk into my room, and I'm like, okay, somebody has been in my room, because it's just, I'm like, something is off. I go to my bed, and there is a little tiny Post-it note on my, it's creepy, on my pillow that says, "Jillian, thank you so much again for letting me sleep in your room this weekend. It just means so much. Thank you again for letting me crash in your bed." And I was like, what? And so I said to Chris, I'm like, "Did you sleep in my room and leave me a note?" And he's like, "No, squatter did." I'm like, "Why didn't you tell me this?" And he's like, "Well, I didn't think you would care." And I'm like, he said that I said it was okay. I'm like, he was sleeping in my bed and in my room. I'm like, which is fine if you asked me about it. I'm like, but now I'm just going to have to change the sheet. It's just a whole thing, you know? And then also, that wasn't even the worst part. The worst part was a couple weeks after this, right? He wakes, it was like a Tuesday at 5 a.m. And I just hear out of nowhere screamo music just blasting from the living room. I'm like, what the hell? So I was scared because I heard not only him, but also other people. I was like, oh God, who is in this apartment? So I had bought a dumbbell to put in front of my door. Just so I knew if he was trying to come in, because he would because if I got up in the middle of that night to go to the bathroom, he would always stop me and make me sit on the couch and listen to him for quite some time about his day.
How big is this dumbbell?
It was 15 pounds.
Okay.
So it was pretty good.
I just want to know I'm stopping power this ass.
Yeah, it was like
Like if
15
it's like a
pounds.
45-pound dumbbell, this guy's not getting through the door.
It was 15 pounds. It was 15. That's all I could carry back.
So you'll hear him coming in.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
So before I removed the dumbbell, I was hearing this conversation, right? And I heard two girls. I was like, okay, so he has women over.
Ooh.
Interesting. So I was like, let me just hear how this plays out before I go out. And then I
And
just
he's
I
got
hear,
multiple women?
he has two women.
And it's just him.
Yeah, him and two women.
Good for him.
At 5 a.m.
Good for him.
They're like, they're both my sisters.
And then I'm listening, right? I'm like, okay, he clearly just picked them up.
Ooh.
So
even
obviously
better.
I'm listening out for them because I was like, well, I know that he's creepy. So I'm listening out for them, right? And I'm like,
run!
well, because I'm like, I'm just, girls watching out for girls here.
She busts out in her fucking hair rollers and like a robe. She's like, "You're being creepy."
Well, no.
This guy's a creep. I don't trust him.
So this is when I was like, oh no, I'm turning on the girls now because one of them just goes, so do you have a bathroom or should I just pee in the sink? And I was like, no! I'm not even kidding. Multiple times where like people in New York are trying to go to the bathroom in the sink. I'm like, what is the matter with people in this city?
Yeah, just shit in the sink.
So I rip open the door and I was like, we have a bathroom and it is 5 a.m. And he goes, oh, I'm sorry. Did I wake you? I'm like, yes, and I need to be up in an hour and a half, so if you'd like to quiet down.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
And I could just smell the alcohol coming off of the three of them, and I was like,
Ooh. So he was saucing them up. Did he close?
no.
Fuck, my
no,
guy.
which was great. I'm glad that he didn't. And they were like, we're sisters. And I'm like, oh, no.
Twins, Basil twins?
No, they definitely we're not twins. But so I was like, so where did you meet him? And they're like, IHOP. And I was like, nope.
Oh, man.
Get out of here. It's for your own good.
All this sink, shit, and piss talk just reminds me of Seinfeld. George, when he's trying to make a case for pissing in the shower.
Yeah.
He's like, it's all pipes, Jerry. It's all pipes. What difference does it make? And they're like, it makes a difference.
It's unsanitary.
I tried to go to the bathroom, all right? Their toilet was clogged. Did you try the sink? That's the thing. We didn't try the sink.
Oh, dang. Keep forgetting about the sink. So, wow. Sounds like you have a great...
There are many more, but
great
that's
time.
good for this pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that all you got for stories right now?
Yes, that is it.
I do have one thing I want to recommend. This is a show that I found recently.
Mhm.
All right,
Hoarders.
You'll love this. You'll love
yes.
this. You'll be in New York and you'll probably be watching this. My girlfriend, she found it when she was in the UK.
Okay.
She just flipped on the TV one day, like when she got home from work, and was just like, I want sound in the room. And there's this dating show on, so she's like, fuck it, I'll leave it on. In
I
the
will
dating
like this.
show, they go up and everyone's put in a pod. There's 6 pods and they're all color coordinated.
Oh my god! I've seen this.
And then they go up and the pods just raise. They just raise and they just stop at hip height. And you realize that all the contestants are butt naked.
Oh wait, no, I've never seen this.
And then they just go up and they pick someone they want to date based
On their legs.
Well, they see like their full dick. You see everything. All right. And the best part, or the worst part, depending on how you look at it, the UK does not believe in circumcision. So there's a lot of that in there.
Not a big Jewish population.
No. But that being said, though, this is the fucking funniest show to watch. I've watched it with my parents,
Oh my God.
like their friends and everything. Everyone's pissing their fucking pants laughing.
Are you seeing full uncensored
Full
penis?
uncensored penis.
What?
Out.
How are they able to do that?
It's in the UK. They don't. Over there, you don't have to censor. You can watch this on YouTube. It is called Naked
won't.
Attraction. All right.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, but it's nice because they show the bottom and they show the top half. All right, and so it's everything but face. And then each time they're eliminating one of the people in there. After that, they show the faces. When they show the faces, the person who's picking, you see them naked too. And it's honestly, it's good because I think it's the funniest thing ever because you see people naked that you definitely never wanted to see naked. You just go, oh, yeah, that's what I thought they had going on there. Yeah, you just like move on with it. But honestly, it's a good show. It's very entertaining. Honestly, probably one of the most entertaining dating shows I've ever seen in my entire life. It's called Naked Attraction on YouTube. You don't need anything besides an over 18 account, and trust me, you're gonna want it to be over 18 to watch this show. That's all for me.
My
Honestly,
roommate-
good show. Love the aspect of the bare penises.
Yep.
It's great. 10 out of 10.
Yep, great cocks, great. Yeah, I'm not gonna go.
I was
any
gonna
further
say
with that.
my roommate and I used to watch Naked and Afraid. No, yeah, that was one.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah,
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 Naked
yeah.
and Afraid, the one in the wild.
I actually would, watch. That's like not the worst.
That
thing
one's
ever.
interesting because people get like ringworm on a regular basis. You know,
They do,
They're
and,
like, I
like-
got parasites,
and
and
they
I'm like,
can-
well, I'm invested now.
They can only have 2 tools, and they're in like
And
a
their dick is
desert.
one of them. Ayo.
And that's enough of that.
Let us proclaim our faith in the name of Jesus Christ
Oh, jeez.
forever
Yes.
and ever.
Amen.
Amen.
There it is. There it is. Quickly, before we end this episode, Haley, you've been learning a lot about Halo. Is there something that you love about Halo? One particular thing?
The flood.
No, you don't.
I love the flood.
No,
She
you
loves
don't.
the flood. She's very.
I'm fascinated by it.
Dude, they hate the flood.
Yeah.
Everyone in Halo, like all the actual characters, fucking hate the flood. The flood is literally just a plague in the entire universe.
Yeah.
That they.
It's wild.
It's the whole reason why the Halo rings exist. Just so you know.
Yeah, I know.
It-
Trust me, I watched like an hour-long video.
I
on,
Did
like,
you really?
No,
the history
no,
of Halo.
no, a couple.
I know it all.
A couple. Because one day I was at work and she goes, I'm watching a video about Halo.
It was excellent.
The lore.
It's good.
And
There's
legacy.
a lot of footage and like stories and animations.
Yep.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is she watched one full video and sent me text while I was at work.
I know it all now.
On Friday night, I walked into her room ready to cook some frozen pizzas because I was ready to fucking party. And I walk in, and she's got another video about Halo lore and legacy
It was
playing.
just like the history of the flood because the flood is crazy.
Yeah, they are.
And she's laying in bed wrapped in her Hanukkah blanket that her
Yeah.
grandmother gave
I
her
love
for
that.
Christmas, not realizing that it was a Hanukkah blanket. It's really great.
It's the best blanket.
It's a great blanket. And she looks at me. She kind of lifts her head. She goes like this. I'm watching a video on the flood. And I was like
It's so
Halo?
cool.
And she's like, yeah, it's great.
I know that like in Halo fans, they're like kind of sick of the flood because it seems like a kind of like a cheap thing to
Dude,
have in the.
No, they're great. Dude.
Okay.
I fucking love the flood. I hate them, but I love them.
Yeah, it's
'Cause
cool.
They're literally just a fucking plague, dude. That's
Yeah.
all they are. If they come around, it's just like everything's gotta fucking die, and
Yes.
everything has to like be disposed of.
Yeah.
Because it's like zombies. If you don't get rid of it, it just becomes meat that fucking
It's like
attacks you.
spores. I think that's how they spread.
Yeah.
Spores.
Mhm.
Spores are crazy shit.
Mhm.
Anyway, that's it for this Pocket Knife Dog because we need to keep it short.
Yes.
Go look up some Halo history. You'll be highly entertained.
You will
And
be.
maybe Jilly will experience some flood in New York City while she's back.
Oh my God, please no.
No.
Yep,
Please
she's
don't.
gonna.
There's
That's
always
gonna be the next
there's
epidemic.
always residual like crosswalk flood ponds.
That's not that type of flood. No water involved at all.
Oh,
Let's be honest though. That
Very
or
different.
zombie apocalypse in New York both would suck. The zombie apocalypse might beat you.
Yeah. She did.
You don't want to be there.
She did
No.
flee the last
I did.
apocalypse
I
that
did.
happened
I
to
did,
New
I
York
did.
City. So
yes.
time will only tell when the next one happens.
Well, next time
So-
if there's an apocalypse, just leave your shit. You don't need it. You know?
I
You don't need that dolly.
You know what? It's from the 1800s stuff, so I think I
You
should
can't
keep
get it again.
I think I should keep
Fucking make it again.
Camp Handy, I spent 6 hours sanding that that credenza down. I'm not leaving it.
Jesus Christ, enough with the balsa wood. Anyways, Haley is loving Halo, and I'm sure at this point she's been playing a ridiculous amount of Pokemon Arceus. And
Oh,
probably
by the time this comes out.
absolutely.
I currently, right now, in the past, technically, I am almost beating Brilliant Diamond. I'm almost there. It's excellent.
Yeah. So she is just doing big things.
Did
when
you
it comes
play-
to
Yeah.
Pokemon
Did
right
you play
now.
the original Diamond?
I played Platinum.
Okay, it's
Ooh,
just as.
that's the same thing. right?
Well,
No?
I was wondering how much they added into it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, because that one had a whole spin-off thing.
Mm.
Yeah, so I don't know.
I'm not remembering anything from when I played Platinum,
Really,
so it's like a new game for me.
very different.
Yeah,
Okay.
I love it. It's so nice.
I like it.
So she's playing through those, but she's definitely going to be playing Arceus by the time this comes out. Maybe we should just give out our friend codes on Switch, and random people can come play with us.
Yes.
That'd be cool.
Animal Crossing and Animal Crossing
That'd be
only
nice.
for me.
That'd be a good time.
Yeah.
And she's also not very far away from her own personal emulator machine. So she's going to be playing old Pokemon again
Yeah.
because her birthday's coming up,
I've been
people.
playing on his emulator. I've been playing Emerald. Because I never played Emerald. I only played the Ruby and Sapphire.
Okay.
Emerald's so fun. I'm in like the middle of that. But then one day it just like never turned on again. And I thought it was dead.
Yeah, we
forever.
thought she broke the emulator machine. So we, instead of being sad about the fact that my emulator machine was broken, we just said, well, we could just order her a new one of her own.
It's so nice. It's like white and pink.
We think it is. I don't know. It hasn't showed up yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a
So-
pre-order.
Yeah. But,
I'm really
well,
excited.
so that's basically what you have to look forward to in the future. Jilli's going to be zooming in from her apartment, and
I'm going to miss this hockey table.
yeah. You're not. It's going to be nicer. You're going to be in your own bedroom
Yeah.
with your nice new
And
roommate.
we're gonna have some nice hard balsa wood.
No fucking balsa wood.
Balsa
Jesus
wood,
Christ.
baby.
So yeah, the next time after this, the next episode after this that you see it, we're gonna have probably a nice new little setup. It's probably
Yeah.
gonna look a lot nicer.
We'll have a new camera, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully it's gonna look really nice. We're gonna have some new lights, new cameras. It's gonna be probably higher quality because we got this nice new laptop that records in a beautiful quality and
Wow.
records very quick.
Oh,
Wow,
And
wow.
Jilli, just so you know, again,
Yep,
for
yep.
the last time, is going to be in a new apartment. She's
Yes.
going to be 4 hours away, but that's fine because
It's all right.
She smells.
can we?
she does smell.
Can we? I say for the first episode when we're doing it.
Yep.
I say we have Jilli give us a tour of her new place.
Oh my God, let's do it.
And I love it because
Yeah.
I fucking hope it's so small.
It's so small. Guys, it is going to be so small.
I hope it's like that's that corner, and that's pretty
I
much
have,
it.
we
Quickest
have,
tour ever. Quickest tour ever.
I put all of the dimensions in with my dad into AutoCAD, and all of my furniture just like barely fits in my room. And I also do not have a living room, so that's going to be fun. I
Good
do
luck
have
living.
yeah, I know.
Room.
I have a nice long hallway though, which is nice.
You
always a
always
long
seem to have
hallway.
long hallways. I
That's a
just,
That's
I don't
that
like
is how every single apartment is set up, and it
No.
is the worst.
I knew a guy who once had a nice long hallway. He also had 2 girls.
You threw a hot dog down it?
They were not.
you.
Those were loose
Oh,
women, baby.
Good job. That was good.
Threw a glizzy down his hizzy.
Glizzy down the hallway.
Down the hizzy.
Glizzy down the hizzy. Well, with that, that was our pocket knife dog, which still is fucking 40 plus minutes long.
Bye, Massachusetts.
Go eat a hot dog and be merry. Good night.
Good night. And Handy,
luck.
why don't you take us out by telling us some of your favorite street food items that you would buy in New York City?
I like rocks. Sometimes I like to find good grass on the median.
Yes.
I once ate a brick. One time, some guy had some gum. That was nice. That was probably the best.
sidewalk gum, like Elf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. That's about it. That's all I got for you. All right.
Pretzels,
I like-
soft pretzels.
I like pretzels. I like the nuts that you can get.
She
the
likes
nice
shawarma.
roasted nuts. So
She
good.
loves
In
a
Central Park.
shawarma.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And all
Oh no,
seriousness,
the Greek
Italian
trucks are
sausage.
great.
And she loves
Yeah.
the
Do
they
red
have
hot
tacos?
dogs.
Yeah.
Fish tacos.
Fish tacos.
On the street.
Sure, why not?
All right.
Look how they add street
They have
tacos.
fish?
Why do you guys say street tacos?
Tootsie Rolls.
I feel like I would
Add
not trust
street to
any
it?
fish on the street.
I get it. Fish on a hook. Bring it home.
Do that one more time.
From the river.
You know,
I don't know
thought
why I
about-
could see you walking around with a whole fish. Just like, you guys want fish?
Okay, guys.
Just got like 3 hanging off. Like, all right.